right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, everyone, for your tuning in from around the world. I'm Marcus Howard, joined with Brian, and we're excited to talk to you about Gamers Home and leveraging freelance talent for your studio. Thank you to IGDA for giving us this amazing opportunity. We're excited to speak with you. We're excited to answer your questions. And we're ultimately excited to help employ the amazing talent of professional game development talent that's around the world. So my name is Marcus Howard. Again, I've worked in the gaming industry over a decade. Some of you may remember me from my previous company, Project MQ. I was solving game discovery around the world. I have since gone to publish a book, Innovate Gaming and Esports, featuring a lot of great game studios as well. And now I'm working with Brian to fix hiring, fix employment, fix sustainability in the gaming industry. Brian, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. Thanks a lot to the IGDA for giving us this opportunity to present Gamers Home. So I'm Lord Brian Dinmalamutu. I'm from Mauritius, and if you want, I've been in the game industry for a couple of years. One of the main games we published was Eco Warriors, which is the first mobile game to receive a UNESCO patronage on the African continent. And today I'm happy to be with Marcus to make Gamers Home, and of course, help game studios, create great games.
Excellent, excellent. So again, let us know if you have any questions. Happy to answer those at the end. But as you're thinking of them, and you can send them in the comments, please do that. You're welcome to do that. What we're going to do is talk to you about the how and the why of Gamers Home, and why leveraging freelance talent for your studio is a strategic advantage for you. And then we're going to do a quick demo so you can see it in action. So again, our goal basically is to help any studio around the world, regardless of its size, find the exact resource you need for your team at the time that you need it. We know that with freelance work, we can bring in a variety of different types of talents. And as you know, there's many stages and needs for your game over the life cycle of its development. So we want to help you create unforgettable experiences. So this is an overview of the Gamers Home ecosystem. It has both our two key stakeholders and three major components. So in our ecosystem, our first major stakeholder is in our studios, you all studios, and then our second major stakeholder are freelancers. And the way our ecosystem works, again, three major components. We have a store, a marketplace, and the upskilling functionality. The store is a function that we provide to studios to help you with basically a turnkey solution to both promote your game, your IP, and help you get extra traffic to your game, but also help you get sales of merchandise related to your IP. And in that process, you're able to work with freelancers in our ecosystem who are content creators, influencers who are in influence marketing, and leverage their communities and their reach and their creativity to support your team, your store, your IP, your merchandise. The second place is the piece of it, second component is the marketplace. For freelancers, it allows them to be available to support you all as gig workers, as freelancers in a fractional capacity. So between 1 and 10 hours a week on demand. And for you all, it's for you to post look at freelancers and select from amazing talent to support your team. And if you see something or don't see something that you need, you have the ability to post your own projects and then accept proposals from freelancers. And then the third piece of this is our upskill component. That's where we help senior members, veterans, experienced members of the gaming industry share their knowledge with newcomers. And it also allows individuals who want to do some training, some knowledge transfer to generate income from their expertise. So that's the ecosystem overview as a whole. We'll move on, Brian. And so now we want to talk to you about what we're bringing to the industry. We see that there are three different types of talent that you're probably leveraging or want to leverage for your business. The first type you're probably very familiar with is an employee. That's someone who works full-time, 40 or so hours a week, directly engaged with your studio with a single employer. The next you have on the right side, so left side is employee, the right side is a contractor. Contractors work more on a fixed term basis for a specific project, or maybe a number of months, 3, 6, 12 months. Maybe they renew at the end of the contract if the need presents itself. We're introducing, and we're not that this hasn't already existed in the gaming industry, but we're championing freelancers. We see the future of work in the gaming industry and the business environment as a whole is working in the gig economy with freelancers, where a freelancer can work on multiple projects and have no fixed duration. So a lot more flexibility from the freelancer side. So the ability to earn a market rate, the ability to work remotely, the ability to set their own schedule. And for you as a studio, you're able to then leverage within your same kind of talent budget, multiple different types of freelancers, multiple different business propositions to support you over the life cycle of your game. Again, that can be from community management to art. And so we are the platform bringing together freelancers and you, the studios. And so we'll move on to the next slide. What we're going to do now is go through a walkthrough of your experience signing into Gamers Home as an employer, so you can see what it looks like, the UI, the UX, the value, and Brian's navigating the site. This is the website. We've got a number of partners, including the IGDA, which we're honored to be partnered with. And on the site, you can see just a high-level summary on the homepage of different freelancers. And if you'll stay here just for a second, this is a summary of the different functional areas of value we can add to your project with freelancers. So art and animation, focus groups, voice and sound, testing and QA, mentoring and coaching, marketing, community, translation and localization, storylines and narratives. And those are, the last one is content creation, influencer marketing. I want to be very clear, these are all no-code solutions. So this is not a platform to find software developers. This is for everything else that's important to your studio outside of software development, all of the no-code value that you need to bring your idea to life in the market. So we're going to go back up to the top and sign in so you can see. Brian's going to scroll up. Brian, can you hear me? I think we have lost Brian. So what we will do is I'll just talk to you about what's in here. So when you log in as an employer, you have the ability to see in each of those categories a list of services that are in each category. Each service is created by a freelancer. So a freelancer could have one or more services in each of these categories. Very similar to Brian. Yeah, Brian, I think is joining back in. So he seems to have some connection issues. He'll be joining us shortly. So you see the number, we have 9 different areas of functional value that I showed you earlier. When you click into those, you can see a list of services very similar to like an Upwork or a Fiverr for value you want to add. So it might be someone who wants to do character designs or someone who wants to do voice acting. Once you see those services, you can click into the link and see the detail of a service. There may be some related media about what that service is. You'll be able to see the price of the service. You'll also be able to see the duration that the freelancer expects to complete that service. Once you see that service, you've read through it. If you have any questions, there's an FAQ. You're welcome to read the FAQ to see any questions that the freelancer may have already answered in advance. And if that is something you want to pick, then you can book that service. And then we actually facilitate the payment of the service through our platform. So you can book the freelancer and pay the freelancer, get delivery of the work all within one platform. And then if you happen to want some services that aren't provided in the list that you don't see, you're welcome to create your own projects. And as you create the project, you can create a description for it. You can put media attached to it. You can add specifications about what that project needs for you, and then publish that. Then individuals who are in those different categories can send you proposals for your project. So either you can pay a fixed price that for a service they've already listed, or you can set your own budget, publish the project, and then get proposals back from freelancers who may want to work on your project. I'm going to jump back over here. It looks like Brian may be joining us. Brian is back. Okay, so Brian's back. We're now back at the dashboard. Everything I've been explaining, you'll now get a chance to see. So he's logged in as an employer. This is the dashboard. And you see categories. These are all the categories we mentioned earlier. So we're going to go to content creation and influencing. And in content creation and influencing, you'll see there are 6 results. So 6 different offerings from here, all from the same project, same creator. And when you click on the individual service, you can see the price in the top right-hand corner. You can see a main image. You can see the person who's selling that service and a description, a detailed description of what they offer, how it works, and why you should choose this particular freelancer. And then if this is something that you want, you click the buy now button, that green button. And once you do that, it'll go from being just a service that you see to an actual order that you have placed. So we click on the orders tab. We've already selected an order for this freelancer. And so you'll be able to see the status of the order. You can view the history, which includes all messages, communication back and forth, delivery of the deliverable, and then the status of the order. Again, if you happen to want something that you don't see, if you want something across those 9 categories is not listed, you're welcome to create a project, which Brian's showing you now. That's toothpaste here. You can't have toothpaste. Create project, and then the projects and proposals. Once you create and publish a project, I'm sorry. Once you create a project and publish it, you'll then have different different freelancers sending you proposals for your project. You click on the view proposals, you'll see the proposals, the duration, the price, just different proposals that are submitted to the project that you have created. So that is the platform in a nutshell. Again, you can either look at existing services and book orders from those services, or from your side, if you want to create something more bespoke, more custom to your individual needs, you can create a project, publish that project to our ecosystem, and then influencers will come and submit proposals to work on your project. So that's a quick overview of the platform. Now we're going to jump to a quick testimonial. Renee Giddens, some of you may know from the indie game ecosystem. She's launching an amazing game next week, Potions. She runs Stumbling Cat Studios, has used our platform and wanted to share some quick thoughts. And Brian, if you'll turn the sound on when you do the screen share. We can't hear the sound. Brian, if you'll reshare with audio. So unshare and then reshare. I think we lost Brian, so I will see if I can cue it up on my end. So we've got captions at the bottom. Parker is going to share the video with some audio. So if you'll give us just a moment, my son says hi. So I believe Parker is going to share it with some audio.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Renee Giddens, and I am the CEO and creative director of Stumbling Cat, working on Potions: A Curious Tale. We used Gamers Home to do a focus group with people from around the world because Potions includes cultural references and characters from all over the world. We wanted to ensure that we were using these characters in a compelling and respectful way, and being able to talk with people in different areas of the world who are interested in games and understood what we were aiming for was so very helpful. Some of the focus group members have even become wonderful participants in our community and have promoted our game to their communities as well. If you're looking to create a diverse and inclusive game, I definitely recommend doing one of these focus groups with Gamers Home. I was super happy with the results.
Excellent. So thank you for that, Parker. So that was testimonial. Again, Renee Giddens has used our platform for focus groups, but as I mentioned earlier, we have a number of different categories of support. So as I'll mention that again, we just showed you how to build content creators and influencers, but we can do art and animation, focus groups, voice and sound, testing and QA, mentoring and coaching, marketing and community, translation and localization, and storylines and narratives. So that's the end of the presentation and the walkthrough. We'd love to answer any questions you may have. Happy to do that live. If you don't have time now, you can scan this QR code and we can follow up with you after this event is over. But right now, we're excited to answer any questions you have. Thank you for your time. Okay, not seeing any questions here. We'll give it another 60 seconds. If you don't think of them now, you think of them later. Again, you want to go to gamershome.studio. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, Marcus Esports Howard. You can find Brian on LinkedIn as well, Brian Dean Madonna Mutu. And we're excited to speak with you, answer any questions, help you connect with the thousands of amazing and talented professionals who are available on the market today, something that fits your budget, much more flexible for you, and helping them get back into working in this amazing industry that we all love. With that, we thank you for your time, and we'll see you on Gamers Home soon. Have a great day. Oh, you have a question. We have a question. We have a question. We're not going to end yet. We got a question. How much does it cost? How much of a cut does the platform take from freelancer fees? Brian, do you have that number?
Right. So hi, thanks, Michael, and Mike for your question. Yeah. So on the freelancer side, the marketplace takes only 5%.
So, Michael, I hope that answers your question. So we take a 5% rev share from the freelancers for the work they do. If we have any other questions, we would love to answer those while we're here live. We've still got a few minutes.
Pleasure.
Glad we could answer your question, Michael. If you have any other questions, again, you're welcome to connect with us on LinkedIn or send us an email directly. I'm Marcus@gamershome.studio. Brian is Brian@gamershome.studio. If anyone else has any questions, happy to answer those now. We'll keep the line open for another minute or so. You said 5%. 5%.
Yes, 5. Yeah, single digit.
Not 25. Thanks for the follow-up question. Yeah, 5%, not 25%. All right. Well, seeing no other questions, thank you for your time. Again, we're online. You can reach us directly on LinkedIn via email, or when you're ready, join on the site, and we're happy to answer questions there as well. You'll have a great week, and keep up the great work with the amazing games you're creating. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
See you. Thank you. Bye-bye.